was supposed to be a celebration of world-class volleyball has erupted into controversy. Exorbitant ticket prices, alleged online betting ties, and even press suppression are now overshadowing the country's hosting of the FIVB Men's World Championships. At the center of the storm, Senator Erwin Tulfo, who has been one of the loudest voices demanding answers.
You questioned the tickets and you said that it was anti-poor. Para po sa inyo, where do you draw the line between world-class pricing and pricing out ordinary fans?
Well, syempre, the sports event is being held here, di ba? If it's being held here, dapat the Filipino people can watch the event, lalo na yung mga youth, di ba? Sino ba ang mga gusto manood ng volleyball? Yung mga kabataan natin. And how can they afford 15,000 doon sa front seat? 1,500 doon ka na sa rafters, ibig sabihin sa may bubungan, di ba? Sana naman nilapit-lapit lang nila siguro. 5,000 yung pinaka ringside, and then siguro pinakamura na siguro doon sa may middle, baka 500, pwede pa eh. I mean, 15,000, who can afford that? I know it's an international event, pero what's the purpose pa of holding it here, pero hindi naman makapanood mga kababayan natin?
Beyond pricing, the senator also called for transparency.
Meron po ba kayong hinala na inefficiency, or is it poor planning or the pricing per se na baka profiteering sa ticket pricing na ito?
Sa tingin ko lahat profiteering, kulang sa planning. Tingnan mo, parang first few days parang nilangaw sila. Dumami lang yung manonood because yung Philippines na ang lumalaban. Ngayon, wala na nanonood. So, napilitan silang ibaba na ngayon yung ticket.
But what alarms the senator even more is the presence of 1xBet advertisements on the tournament's international broadcast feed.
Isa pa pong issue na open up ninyo is itong betting site sa FIBV. Ano po ba yung pangunahing concern nyo tungkol dito?
Sa court, pag papanoorin mo sa TV, sa live TV, wala siya. Pero pag sa internet, pag sa social media, makikita mo yung doon sa may tabi ng court nakalagay 1xBet. And 1xBet is online gambling pero international. Dito sa atin, wala siyang license to operate. So, sinasabi ng PAGCOR, and they've been already informed na illegal yan. Dapat sumunod kayo. Actually, meron nga tayong isang local na basketball league na was carrying also the same 1xBet. Pero when they were informed by PAGCOR na walang lisensya yun, tinigil nila. Sana itong PNBF nag-isip din, di ba?
For the senator, family-oriented sporting events should never be compromised by gambling promotions.
Well, actually, hinihir pa nga ng committee ko yung games and amusement kasi merong mga bills na final makasama ko na against online gambling. May ilan naman na they are for online gambling provided na with strict regulation. Ang government, ang stand naman ng government, baka pwedeng strict regulation kasi mawawalan ng kita ang gobyerno. 60 billion din pala ang kinikita mula sa online gambling, yung mga license. So, pinag-aaralan pa namin ito at this point. Pero kung tatanungin, ayaw ko kasi mga bata nanonood ng sports, di ba? Parang i-encourage mo sila na it's okay to gamble kahit na legit yan. Baka po pwede wag na rin lagyan ng mga sponsors na gambling sa mga mga gaming or tournament.
Senator Tulfo also decried the banning of journalists perceived to be critical of the event from covering the games.
Isa pa pala, I would also raise this issue because that Spin.ph and Rappler, mukhang pinagalitan sila ng PNBF, na Philippine National Volleyball Federation, for carrying a story na yung high cost of ticket, yung parehong news online. Pagkatapos, yung isa naman, pinakita yata nila na walang nanonood. So ngayon, they are banned from covering the event. Ongoing pa naman yung World Tournament na yun. And this is, I believe, this is like violation or curtailment of press freedom.
The National Press Club and Philippine Sports Writers Association condemned the PNVF for revoking Spin.ph and Rappler's accreditation at the FIVB Men's World Championship, calling it outright censorship and a direct attack on press freedom. Amid the backlash, PSC Chairman Patrick Pato Gregorio intervened, prompting the PNVF to reinstate Spin.ph's credentials, stressing that the interests of Philippine sports must always come first.
I filed a manifestation this afternoon on the Senate floor. As a matter of fact, I will file a resolution. I already did the other day to investigate this matter immediately. And I want that Mr. Susara will be here. Well, we will have to ask him questions. Why is that so? He has to explain. This is a sporting event. Dapat yung mga ticket niya affordable sa Filipino fans. Number 2, bakit pinayagan niya yung 1xBet doon at it's illegal? Ngayon may dagdag kami na question, sagutin niya why he banned Spin.ph, Rappler, tapos pati kayo, di ba? Why he refused to sit down and have interview. Kung wala siyang tinatago, dapat willing siya humarap, di ba? So he has to explain all this.
Do you think, moving forward, should the government be involved in regulating the ticket prices per se and planning this hosting of different international sporting events?
That's why we want Mr. Susara here in the Senate. We want to ask him questions and then we will ask his opinion. Pwede bang ang mag-regulate na ng ticketing yung presyo yung gobyerno? Kasi government funds yun, di ba? 2 billion coming from your taxes and my taxes, di ba? So may karapatan tayo demand na ito lang ang ticket para sa mga anak namin, mga kapatid namin, di ba? Bakit sila ang masusunod? We just wasted 2 billion pesos. Bakit? Hindi nag-enjoy ang Pilipino.
The bigger challenge now is proving that the country can elevate its game while making it accessible for Filipinos.
Ano po ba ang itsura ng isang exclusive world-class sports event sa Pilipinas, in your own opinion?
Sana pinakialaman nila ng gobyerno yung ticketing para makapanood. Mas matutuwa pa siguro yung mga international teams like, wow, gustong-gusto pala nila dito. Wow, punong-puno itong kuan. Talagang itong volleyball sumisikat na sa Pilipinas. Eh ngayon, nilalangaw eh. So pag uwi ng mga teams na yun, how was it? Did you like it? No, nobody's watching volleyball in the Philippines, di ba? Hindi pa natin mapopromote na maayos yun. Whereas kung pinuno natin ang tao dahil affordable ang ticket, yeah, they're very good fans, they were cheering, and it's always packed, the arena is always packed, a lot of people. Kaysa sa, nobody's watching, only like about 200 people watching or about 50 people, di ba? Ano mas maganda? Mas maganda yun siya. Upag uwi nila sa bayan nila, wow, mga Pilipino, talagang volleyball enthusiast, punong-puno yung arena. Kaysa sa walang tao walang nanonood.
Looking ahead, the senator stresses that this goes beyond one tournament alone. So the question is, are we truly ready to host international competitions?
I believe so. Yung nga lang, isang problema natin, traffic, di ba? Kung marami na ng mga teams, di ba, mata-traffic, kailangan siguro nating ayusin yung ating transportation system, lalo kung marami tayong mga foreigners, di ba? Para ma-accommodate sila at walang mga reklamo yung mga traffic na yan. I think we have to work with our transportation system.
While the organizers rated the execution of this event as a 10 out of 10, considering the quality of the venue and the efficient flow of the games, pero how would you rate it overall?
10 being the best, I would say 3 out of 10. Ilang kasi maganda nga yung venue, okay, give them 1. Yung execution, 2. 3, dahil malamig, hanggang doon na lang, hindi pwedeng 10 out of 10. Wala nakapanood napapanood ng mga Pilipino sa social media, sa internet Hindi naman live. Siguro kung affordable yung ticket, then I would say 10 out of 10.
We have reached out to PNDF President Tats Susara for comment, but have yet to receive a reply. The FIVB Men's World Championship in Manila was not just a milestone, it was a wake-up call. Issues of high ticket prices, betting acts, and press freedom show us that hosting international events demands more than just spectacle. As we welcome more competitions ahead, we must ensure fairness, integrity, and inclusivity, because true success means no Filipino is left behind. Reporting for The Scorecard, Sheila Salaysay, Billionaire News Channel.